Now, let me ask you this. What's the difference between this shiny Marill and this shiny Marill? Is it A, nothing, B, there is no difference, C, absolutely nothing, or D, all the above? And I'll give you a second to think about it, but I think you can see where I'm going with this. They look exactly the same, with the only real difference being that one of them was caught completely full odds just wandering around in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and the other one was caught using method hunting. I caught it with a sandwich that had Sparkling Power and Encounter Power 3 on it. And this is what people have been fighting about all this time, and what sparked it is this weird meme of full odds is 13, at least I think. Not sure what that means. Well, quite frankly, I'm not really either, but I think I kind of broke it down a little bit here, and it's basically trivializing how easy full odds shiny Pokemon are to get, saying that they are basically a 1 in 13 chance to catch, which is frankly not true, and spawned this wave of people taking it way too far, saying that full odds is the only way, and that shiny Pokemon are more valuable when caught full odds than anybody else's, and you have to admit that, which it's just not true. It's just false. I mean, there's no mark that you get with a Pokemon that says, this Pokemon was caught with full odds. There's literally no way to tell, other than that little feeling you get in your heart because you like this guy, because it was harder to get for you, because you put more time into it. There's no difference, and I can't feel that feeling that you feel. I can feel that feeling about my own Pokemon that I caught, but it doesn't matter at the end of the day. The Marill still looks the same. And this is interesting because people thought it was a meme. It started as a meme, but people have taken it really far. And honestly, Shiny Catherine's take here pretty much sums up a lot of what I think, saying that it's hard to tell if some people are serious the way they're arguing about this, but shiny Pokemon are sometimes cooler if you catch it with full odds. It has more sentimental attachment, but there's no difference. Pokemon's not different in any way. And this brings me to this interesting argument, saying that shiny Pokemon that are caught full odds are not any more valuable or less valuable than ones that are caught method hunted, and saying that shiny hunting with multiple consoles, something that has been done forever amongst full odds shiny hunters, because it's technically the odds of each game is still 1 in 8,000 or 1 in 4,000, what have you. But this is saying that shiny hunting with multiple consoles is just as bad as method hunting, because it technically is a method hunt in a way. Because if you're not aware, the shiny charm basically generates 2 extra personality values to attempt to find a Pokemon that is shiny. Basically saying that with every single Pokemon that is caught, it has a value that determines whether or not it's shiny. And the shiny charm only gives another 2 chances of having that value determine the Pokemon being shiny. And this same is applied to sandwiches. Sandwiches in Scarlet and Violet, a level 3 one adds 3 additional shiny rolls and 2 and 1 respectively. So this is effectively like using a level 16 Sparkling Power sandwich within whatever game he's shiny hunting in. Or like having a shiny charm that brings down the odds instead of 3 times, 16 times. Another argument that's brought up in the replies here is that a great point is soft resets is another method of shiny hunting. Any way of finding shiny Pokemon that is intentionally going out of your way to get the shiny Pokemon is a method hunt. It's a method of getting the shiny Pokemon. The only thing that really isn't a shiny hunt is if it's a full odds, completely random shiny. If you're searching for the shiny, there's no reason to even call it full odds. It's still just the same as using the shiny charm or any shiny hunting method. But at the end of the day, it's ridiculous that we're fighting over differently colored pixelated video game creatures and how you find them. But that brings me to another thing, which is basically other people judging what Pokeball you catch your shiny Pokemon in. And Nokimon kind of started a little bit of a trend. I don't want to say cult. Cult is a little bit of an interesting word to use here, but it is a little bit of people matching the Pokeball that they use to their Pokemon. Which, again, just do what makes you happy. There's no need to shame people into using a specific method of shiny hunting, using specific Pokeballs to catch Pokemon, not using specific Pokeballs to catch Pokemon, not using specific shiny hunting methods. It's all just preference. There's no need to shame people into doing specific things just because it's what you do. And Philly Beats You hits the nail on the head here, saying basically if you judge people for how they catch Pokemon and shiny hunt Pokemon, you need help. There's just no need. Do what makes you happy. And maybe I'm not the best person to talk about this because I haven't done an immense amount of full-odds shiny hunts, but the one that I did do, I have an insane amount of sentimental attachment to. I caught a shiny Latios in BDSP after just 26 resets. Simply full odds, just because I didn't have the shiny charm and didn't want to do anything to get it. But that moment I will never forget. It was just something so interesting and so exciting to me. That reaction is just nothing like I've ever experienced. But there is a difference in how you react. But I also think that there's a difference in how you react to Pokemon when they are unexpected, just straight up unexpected. Things like Zorua and Zoroark. I think that's why I've enjoyed hunting Zorua, Zoroark, and Ditto so much in Scarlet and Violet. Because they bring me that old, unexpected feeling that you get from like shiny hunting in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, like Emerald, Ruby, any old game when the Pokemon used to appear singled out, just one Pokemon. I think that this whole way that Scarlet and Violet and Legends Arceus have done it, because they're open world games, have affected how people react to catching shiny Pokemon. I think that it's much more exciting when the Pokemon you encounter is just the only one on your screen. It fills in, you see the color, and it's shiny, and then you see the sparkles around the one Pokemon. You get all that focus on the one Pokemon, and you get that shock, that incredible feeling of just encountering that Pokemon and knowing that it's shiny. But that's just my take on this. I mean, at the end of the day, should not judge anybody for how they want to shiny hunt Pokemon, how they want to shiny hunt these fictional video game creatures that are slightly different color. There's no need. I mean, this argument is as old as time and just doesn't need to really be brought up again, frankly. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, I mean, it's something different to what I usually make. And if you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe, as well as like check out my Twitch. I do a lot of stuff over there. So thanks for watching, and peace. Have a good one.